Tom wants a systems company partner that helps him grow. He wants windows his customers can sell without discounting. Is Deceuninck the answer? Tom calls Sales Director Rob McGlennon. Deceuninck is famous for pretty windows. Homeowners love them. Even the A+ 25 triple is pretty. We've 4 systems, not 2, so they look right in every home. Tighter tolerances that produce less factory waste and save you money. Colour 360 all-over colour that looks as good open as it does closed. Colour Express, with 18 foils including foiled ancillaries in stock, makes it easier to sell colour. Monorail, the unique big pane slider. The revolutionary Deceuninck slide and swing patio door. And glass fibre Linktrusion eliminates the need for steel. It's so strong, you can make 2,500mm high doors. And we have Synergy Build, so you can check stock and place and track orders 24/7. PricePad generates prices and professional quotations you can email to your customers. And your Deceuninck's My Brand tailored branded brochures, direct mail and website helps you and your customers sell. Tom now knows why Deceuninck. Deceuninck grows by helping customers grow. Is it time you called Rob McGlennon too?
I've always set out to be competitive, but more the point is give good service and be reliable, deliveries and our products. That's definitely put us in front when there's been competition locally. It's far more important than anything else you can give in the industry. Is to keep reliable and give good service. Deceuninck help us because they give the same excellent, reliable service. It's one less thing to have to think about for us to be able to maintain our service if our supplier work on the same wavelength. It gives you a confidence knowing that they're as conscientious with their service as you are. We've been fabricating Deceuninck now for 10 years. We've been dealing with Deceuninck as a firm for over 20 years, but when we started fabricating windows, we went straight to Deceuninck for our window supply. For us to provide excellent service and reliability, we need our suppliers to be the same. It's very easy with Deceuninck because Deceuninck give excellent, reliable service. We can move forward with Deceuninck based on that score. We don't have to worry about their performance. As with other suppliers, Deceuninck always perform and always reliable. They help us achieve what we want to do. Deceuninck was a natural progression for us from supplying their building products. The quality has always been very good with Deceuninck, and it gives you a confidence when you know that the products you're fabricating and installing is of top quality. It's one less thing to think about to get it right.
The reason we changed from their original supplier because there was massive problems and they weren't doing anything about it. They weren't listening. I told Deceuninck what the situation was, and I told the other suppliers what the situation was. Deceuninck were the first guys to actually turn up at my factory with a window and said, test that. So I did. I fitted it in the factory and tested it. And couldn't get it to leak. Sold.
It's important that you strive to achieve. If you want to achieve, Deceuninck are a partner supplier, not a dictatorial supplier. They partner you. They want to achieve. They want you to achieve, which helps. It makes the job very easy for us. Service and reliability for Novasil is our main targets and selling points. It's the way we like to do business, and Deceuninck are naturally that way anyway. So it's good to have a partner. We class as a partner that think the same way as we do. Have Deceuninck on board as our supplier and as a partner. The fact that they're dynamic and they're introducing new ranges, keeping up with regulations, holding our hand, make sure that we keep up with regulations. It future-proofs our business. It helps me work on the business, not within it, putting things right all the time or chasing our tails. Deceuninck help us keep on track. With Deceuninck on board, we know with confidence that any legislation that comes in, anything that needs some help with administration, Deceuninck are there. It's good for business, definitely.
We've recently taken on Deceuninck as a new profile in response to consumer demand for colours predominantly. For me, with Deceuninck in the bag, as it were, in the portfolio, it just means that we are unique now in Staffordshire as being the only company that can offer 9 full colours from stock. The benefits of Colour Express are really that I take out to our customer base a market leading offering. There simply isn't a broader range of colours available ex stock when you consider all of the things like the trims that come with it and all that sort of stuff. And for me, as I go out there and I meet these customers and I talk to them about 7 to 10 working day turnaround and finished product in 9 colours from stock, or 18 as we've said on white, they're kind of like, wow, really? And they say, yeah. And they go, really? And they go, yeah. And they go, well, here's the order. And for me, that's what winning business is all about now. It's being partnered with a company that is really thinking about what the customers are asking for and meeting that with a product that is perfect.
The 2500 range is a universal system as far as I'm concerned. It fits well into a period home or a cottage as well as a contemporary home. It's got classic lines, it's chamfered, it's easy to finish off, it's easy to fabricate, it looks nice, and you can, with requirements we get asked for, we know with confidence we can sell that product. It also can be dressed up with different glazing bead options. It's very flexible, very universal system. So we're confident that whatever we get asked for, whether it's for a council specifying a particular style or they're planning their requirements, we're confident that with Deceuninck we can fit what they've asked us for. It's a very popular, well received product, style and otherwise, and I'm confident in selling it.
Synergy Build is in online ordering. I mean, we have online ordering ourselves, so the benefit is just massive for us because it limits mistakes, tells you what you can have, when you can have it. It even shows you what you can have and whether or not you're ordering the right product. For example, if I want to put in a piece of frame, I just put in a product number. It's not a pack of 24 metres or anything like that. It's one length, and you can actually physically do that with it. So you can actually order one piece. You can order a container, stillage. You can order a pack. It fills in all the details for you. I've ordered one pack. When you're making your order, if you're not sure on something, you just click on the magnifying glass and it shows you that you are ordering this. You can see how much Deceuninck actually physically have on the shelf and put your name on it. It just makes things simple. It tells you how many stillages you're actually going to have arrive on what day, and we have the factory prepared for the delivery. For us as a company, it just works. It works unbelievably well.
Roy came to see us before we took on Deceuninck, and his ethos was, that we need to help you sell to your customers. We need to make the process as easy as possible for the homeowners to buy Deceuninck.
I think what Roy's background has given him in the way of marketing is the ability to look more at what the installer wants rather than just the fabricator. Most systems companies that I've had experience of tend to deal with you, the fabricator, and think their job is done at that point. What I've found about Deceuninck is that they are probably the only company I know of that have recognised the gap between the fabricator and the installer in terms of marketing support. And what Deceuninck now do is give us the ability to support the installer more by producing such things as the bespoke marketing literature. This enables it to be, as you can see, varying colours to match their brand, their own logo, so it gives them their own identity. They're not selling cutting edge, they're not selling Deceuninck, they're selling their own brand themselves. With the backing that Deceuninck are giving us, it's allowing us to provide real quality marketing material to the installer at a really competitive price.
This is the Deceuninck New Wave door system. Each of the panels operates independently. So you don't see any connecting hardware, you don't see any flush fit chute bolt handles, you don't see any guides on the bottom or on the top, or any face fix hinges. The only visible hardware you will see on a New Wave door is on the traffic door or the master door. And that door can be hinged on the left hand side, on the right hand side, or both, and the system can split if you wish to configure it that way. The finish that you're looking at is unique to Deceuninck and is the colour 360 finish, which makes the door have the appearance of an aluminium finish, but the profile is painted all the way around. Your master door is hinged to the door jamb like a traditional French door, and it locks against the first sliding leaf. It's at that point that this system starts to differ from its contemporaries. Because the way the system works is that on each one of the sliding sashes, you have a magnet system. It's the patented Magnaline system that drives the New Wave door. The magnet is captive in the top track and is bolted to the bracket that's fitted to the side of the door. As the door slides, the bottom stop touches first, and then the top magnet meets. At that point, the toe has lifted, and it will allow the door then to pivot to the open position. In between each one of the sliding sashes, we have an aluminium interlock that runs the entire length of each one of the doors, and that engages fully in the Eurogroove section of the corresponding sash next to it. I can demonstrate by leaning between the sashes to show you how little amount of flex there is in the system, yeah? Because they are bound along their entire length. Couple that with the fact that the magnet is captive in the top track, and it means that you cannot lift the sash to try and disengage it from the track. It's extremely secure. Now, the opening and closing cycle of the door means that the door never encroaches in either your patio space or your living space in the opening and closing cycle until they reach the rested position here. Unlike a bifold, which has to open either into the patio or into your internal space, this completely frees up your living space. So with a New Wave door, you can have furniture all the way up to here, you could have a couch or a table here, and it will never inhibit the opening and closing cycle. Each door marries the next, and when they reach their open position, you'll also note that there are magnets welded into the sashes prior to fixing to ensure that the panels are held together in the open position to prevent them from flapping around in the wind. This is the only door system that allows you to leave the panels in any position that you wish. Unlike contemporary patio systems that mean that you have to have the door either fully open or fully closed, you can leave them in a very safe, ventilated position. Imagine you were utilising that space on the inside, and perhaps you were sat here having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and maybe the weather changes, or it's getting late in the evening and it's cooling down, or the kids are moving in and out of this area. This is the only door system that will effectively allow you to use the doors like a partition wall and create the opening anywhere you choose. You can have the opening in the middle, you can have the opening to the extreme right, or you can have the opening to the extreme left. It is the flexibility of the system that means that the New Wave door system from Deceuninck is effectively a 52-week-a-year patio door system, as opposed to a 4-week-a-year door system that most of its contemporaries will offer.
For me, the doors look fantastic. You know, they really set off the kitchen. They really, I think, finish the whole look and feel of the house. and really that was the main reason for us choosing them. The flexibility is great, but for me the sleek design and the way that fits into the way we live today is really great.